Hi guys, I'm Karina Smirnoff, and you might know me from ABC's Dancing with the Stars. But I also own a dance studio, Karina Smirnoff Dance in Los Angeles. I'm a writer, I've acted several times, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a philanthropist. Any situation has a positive outcome, you just gotta look for it. And it might not look like a blessing or a great opportunity at that moment, but you will see it sooner or later. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I was born in the Ukraine. In early 90s, there was an overturn in the former Soviet Union where republics started to break apart from one another. So Ukraine was one of the republics of the Soviet Union. And then when the overturn happened and the government changed, crime went out of control, racketeering was out of control. It was not a very safe place to live. The decision to leave Ukraine was made very quickly. When I just turned 14, I remember my parents were moving me from one friend's house to another before we got on the plane to fly to the United States. When we moved to the States, we moved to the Bronx, and we literally could only take what we could carry. The clothes we could carry or wear, the bags we could carry. We couldn't take any money, any currency, so we had to start from zero. Our first job, every Sunday, my mom and I would clean the hair salon. My dad got a job delivering newspapers in the Bronx, but it was only by foot because he had no car and he had no bicycle. The second day I was in high school, I realized that my pen was out of ink. So I was sitting next to this guy. He was a lot taller than me, a lot bigger. And for 15 minutes, I was trying to gather up my courage to ask him if he had a spare pen. Finally, when I got to the point where I could ask him, I asked him with a British accent because that's what I was taught when I was little in Ukraine. So I said, "I'm sorry, have you got an extra pen?" At that point, he turned around and for some reason, the class was quiet. Nobody else was talking. And he goes, "Say what, girlfriend?" Really loud. And at that point, I freaked out and I stopped talking for about 3 months. I wouldn't say a word. I would come home, I would watch TV, I would have closed captioning, and then I would go in front of the mirror and I would pretend that I know English. I kept watching TV over and over every day, and I started understanding English. And little by little, I started to speak. To me, the move, as shocking as it was, now I understand that without it, I couldn't have been where I am today, and I'm eternally grateful to my parents for taking me to America. When I came to America and I was diagnosed with ADHD, my parents put me into pretty much any kind of extracurricular activity you can imagine. I was taking piano lessons, I did gymnastics, I did figure skating, I did ballet, I did ballroom dancing. What kind of made me fall in love with ballroom dancing right away is that there is a very strong sense of competition because it is a competitive sport. But at the same time, there is enough sports in it and enough of art in it and enough of showbiz. So it was no brainer. I fell in love with that from the first day. One of the coolest things that I've learned from Dancing with the Stars, there are many lessons that I've learned, but there's one that I value probably the most. It is mind over matter. Your mind is so powerful. Just when you think that you have nothing left, you find second wind, you find inspiration, you find something else. Even when the situation that you're presented with kind of tells you that you can't do something, your mind will be powerful enough to figure out a way out. So if you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, there is no stopping you. Stay true to your values. Stay true to who you are. Whatever your form of artistic expression is, keep doing it. Don't lose it. Whether it's painting, singing, writing poems, whatever it is your way of expressing what you feel. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are unique, you want to be unique. So as long as you remember that, anything is possible.